this video, I'm not only going to go over and share with you every single dividend I was paid throughout the month of August in my 7-figure dividend portfolio, but also I'm going to share with you all the stocks and ETFs I purchased over the last month and added to my long-term portfolio. And spoiler alert, I've been adding a ton of new names in my portfolio, so you're definitely going to want to see which ones I've been adding. Then later on, towards the end of this video, I'm going to go through and I'm going to share with you every single stock and ETF that I'm currently holding as of right now throughout my 7-figure portfolio, and give you an idea of how much dividend income I'm set to receive on a monthly basis from here on out. So if you want to see the behind the scenes of a 7-figure plus dividend growth portfolio that's earning upwards of $7,000 per month in dividends, make sure to stick around, drop a like down below, and let's get right into it. Real quick, for those that haven't already, make sure to go to the first link in my description and grab my new dividend investing ebook, where I share exactly how I went from $0 invested to now earning over $6,000 on a monthly basis and over $1 million invested in the market. Along with the ebook, you're also going to receive my custom dividend tracker, where you can track your dividend progress on an ongoing basis and reach your dividend investing goals. So make sure to grab yourself a copy of my dividend investing ebook and the new dividend tracker today. It's the first link in my description. So first of all, in the month of August, this is one of my larger portfolios. I do have portfolios across different brokerage accounts, but this is my largest portfolio, and this is where the majority of my dividends land every single month. So taking things all the way back, August 1st, I received $665 from my 1,000 shares of Verizon stock. And keep in mind, I do even own more Verizon than this across other portfolios. So Verizon once a quarter is a nice size payout, which is great. Then on August 5th of this year, I received $194.25 from jepi, $163.45 from JepQ, and side note, just as of recently in the month of September, jepi and JepQ paid the largest payouts that investors have seen in a while, and we're going to go through those also here in a second. Then APLY, the YieldMax Apple option income strategy, paid me $2.45. Amazon's YieldMax option income strategy paid me 47 cents. I Spy, a newer position I purchased, the ProShares S&P 500 high income ETF, paid 27 cents. Then Coney paid $4.02, Tesla paid $42.51, ADC Agree Realty Corp paid 25 cents, Enterprise Product Partners LP paid $264.60, then Apple stock paid the quarterly dividend to my portfolio of $250. This is for my 1,000 shares of Apple that I still hold up until this day. Then ticker symbol KMI Kinder Morgan paid $60.96. We have Triple N REIT paid $66.70, Main Street Capital paid $20.83, Realty Income paid the massive dividend payouts of almost $250, Horizon paid $110, CEFD paid 85 cents, QQQI paid 64 cents, SPYI, one of my newer favorite cover call style ETFs, paid $269.30, qyld paid $150, XYLD paid $74, FEPB ETF paid $540, ZIVB, another one of my favorite new additives to my portfolio, paid 49 cents, DGRW paid 11 cents, UTG paid $11, AWP paid 40 cents, BST, the BlackRock Science Technology Fund, paid $125.75, ETJ paid this portfolio in the month of August $27. Then names like RQI paid 80 cents, ABR paid $172, SVOL paid $137.10, which is the biggest SVOL payout I've received up until this point. BUI paid $6, BDJ paid $93, Devo in this portfolio paid $64.43, PNW paid $41.36, and Enbridge in this portfolio paid $2.02. Not to mention, just as of recently, this doesn't count for the month of August, of course, these last few, but I did just want to share them with you guys anyways. In the month of September, we received a massive payout from JepQ in this portfolio of $214.95. Again, the biggest payout we've seen in a long time. SPYT, a newer position in my portfolio, I am a fan of this one also, $66.66. UPS paid $32.60. jepi paid $258.30. So just in this one portfolio within this time frame, we're talking around $3,000 or $4,000 just with this one portfolio. And keep in mind, every single dollar for the most part that I receive as of right now as a long-term investor, I'm reinvesting into more dividend-paying stocks and ETFs. So hopefully, at least if luck is on my side, every single month, theoretically moving forward, with dividend increases and with reinvesting, my dividend income should keep going up from here significantly. Now, to receive these sort of dividends, of course, it takes a significant amount of buying of different dividend-paying stocks and ETFs consistently. It's not going to happen overnight. Your cash balance is going to need to build up over time to get to the point to where you can buy, say, 10, 20, 30, 100 shares of different stocks or ETFs. But just to be fully transparent, I also want to share with you guys some of my bigger purchases throughout the month of August. Like take this right here on August 19th, I purchased 100 shares of Devo, the Amplify Enhanced Dividend Income ETF, 100 shares for almost $4,000. That's a pretty big big purchase, at least from my perspective. 20 shares of EIC I purchased for around $15 per share, that's $300. Then I purchased some FDVV back in August, $47. Another single share, that one for 47 something. Then last month we bought some FEPI, we bought some more JEPQ, we bought a ton of Main Street Capital as you can see right here, and then what do you know, we purchased SCHD and more SCHD, and you guessed it, more SCHD. We also bought a ton of SPYI in this portfolio last month. Like I've been sharing with you guys for a while now, this is one of my favorite higher yielders. I'm still stacking up my position until I probably get to somewhere of around 1,000 shares. And I think as of right now, I'm probably more or less halfway there. Now scrolling through, you can see at least in this portfolio, SPYI is one of my main positions I'm trying to buy. Like right here, you can see I spent almost $5,000, and right here I spent over $1,400 just on a single day of purchasing it. Then we purchased a ton of SPYT last month. We also purchased a ton of SVOL. Again, moving forward, I'm probably going to keep mixing things up, whether I'm buying higher yielding stuff, lower yielding stuff, more growth potential, less growth potential. I like to mix things up in my portfolio. I'm not an income focused investor. I'm not a growth investor. I like to look at what I do in the market as sort of a hybrid of everything. But more or less, those are the majority of my purchases that I made last month in August to once again get the portfolio to the point to where it's at as of right now, which is spitting off over $7,000 per month in dividend income. Now, last but not least, before you guys go, I wanted to give you a breakdown of all the different stocks and ETFs that I'm currently holding across my multiple different portfolios. And if you're still watching the video at this point, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe if you want to see a behind the scenes transparent look inside a 32-year-old's long-term portfolio that I've been building now for around 8 years straight. Now, I have been purchasing a lot more, like you saw a second ago, over the last month, so my dividend income on a monthly basis and a yearly basis is of course following suit. But as of right now, I'm currently sitting at around 1,759 shares of BDJ. We got 1,487 of Devo. We still have our 1,262 shares of Verizon, still our 1,000 shares of Apple, still our 2,734 of qyld. We now have 2,705 shares of Realty Income. We also have 1,218 shares of jepi. We still have our 748 of EPD, our 700 BST, our 510 shares of JEPQ. But now we have 3 shares of ZIVB, we have our 246 NUSI, we have our 194 shares of XYLD. We are now super excitingly to the point where we have 674 shares of SCHD, which is amazing. My goal was to get to 750 up to maybe 1,000 shares by the end of this year, and I think if we keep buying significantly and keep on applying the pressure, I think we should definitely be able to do so, which is a huge milestone. I mean, even at this point, 600 plus shares of SCHD, I'm very proud of this position. We then have 311 Altria, we have 261 Triple N REIT, we have 100 JP Morgan, almost 300 Vici. Then we have around 59 Kinder Morgan, around 256 Main Street Capital, 29 Walgreens, which I did end up selling for a loss. Again, all these positions are just going to be estimated. I'm always moving around things in the portfolio for the most part, so keep that in mind. We then have around 350 WP Carry, 47 PNW, which I also trimmed this position, 255 TSLY still, UPS we still have 24 shares, Pembina 20, 18 ABR, 16 EXR, 17 SPG, we're up to over 500 SVOL, which again, I'm probably going to get this position to close to 1,000 of 1,500 shares and probably leave it at that. We have our 9 shares of Stag, our 8 of T-Row, we have our 19 shares of Kimberly-Clark, 3192 of VNQ, we have our 200 KO, we have our 700 PSA, we have almost 700 of SPYI. So again, this position is actually getting a lot larger than I even thought. I do have to go through and recount this. I don't know if this is exactly accurate, but we are getting up there with the SPYI position, which I'm super excited about, and which is also, of course, helping the cause to get this portfolio to a point to where it's spitting off a large amount of income consistently. Then we have 2 shares of DGRW, we have 12 shares of FEPI, we have 4 shares of FDVB, a few shares of VIG. I have been buying a little bit more Vanguard Dividend Appreciation, which is pretty awesome, and we also have 100 shares of SPYT, which at this point I think I might have 120. I have to go back and refigure that out. But for the most part, as of right now, that's where the long-term portfolio sits. It's estimated to be paying me around $7,100 more or less per month. Again, this is all estimated, so take it with a grain of salt. But that's where we are. That's where the portfolio sits. Make sure to comment down below any of your favorite ticker symbols that you see in my portfolio that you also own in the comments down below. So now that we went through my dividends, my purchases, and my portfolio as it sits as of right now, and as we're getting closer and closer towards the end of this year in 2024, I lastly want to hear from you guys down below. What are some ticker symbols, some stocks, or some ETFs that you're focusing on as of right now to purchase a ton of until the end of this year? Leave the ticker symbols in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to please drop a like and subscribe for more future content like this. Thanks as always for stopping by, and if you are interested in investing, make sure to check out these recent videos I posted right here.